Hello and welcome to another Tip Tuesday. Just making sure that this is working. Oh, there we go. Welcome to Tip Tuesday. I am Kim Free. I'm the owner and CEO of Small Town Girl Promotions. Today we are talking about time-saving hacks. So managing your social media for business can be super time-saving. Social media can be a huge time suck. Let's just say it how it is. So today I've prepared for you 7 time-saving hacks, and I also have a gift for you. So stay through to the end for a gift that I have. All right, I'm getting right into it. Number 1, batch your content. So I often see business owners and social media managers creating their posts at the last minute. When you're creating your posts at the last minute, you might not go according to your social media marketing plan. Hopefully you have a posting plan or something that you're following. When you're doing it last minute, it can be tempting to not follow that plan. It makes for lower quality posts. It takes more time, absolutely, compared to batch creation. So batch creation is really sitting down, time blocking an hour or 2 per week, maybe a bit more, and creating all of your posts, all of your content in that time. That way you don't have to log in, navigate to the right place on Facebook or on a scheduling program, bring up your posting plan, start to think about it, open Canva, do all the things every single individual time. You just do all of that once, you get into the zone, and it can be a lot more productive and more time efficient. So tip number 1 is batch your content. Tip number 2, use templates. So if you're creating your content in Canva, for example, I know a lot of you do, then you can create templates and just switch out the images, change up the text. We have some great examples of this. If you go to Instagram and type in hashtag STG promotions, you can take a look at some of the content we've been creating and you can see some patterns. You can start to see some templates being used. So that can be quite helpful and save a lot of time. We're talking about saving time here, my friends. By the way, if you're here, let me know that you're here. I don't see anybody so far, but Facebook is glitchy. Say hello. Tip number 3 out of 7 time-saving hacks. Tip number 3 is time block your most creative time. So pay attention to when you're most efficient with your time, when you have the most creative ideas. For me, it's first thing in the morning. For me, to be honest, it's like first thing in the morning. I haven't even had my coffee yet. I'm still in my pajamas. My hair is a mess, and I sit down in front of the computer. That is when I create my most creative content. And when I'm at my most creative, I'm also more time efficient. I'm quick with it. So time block your most creative time. Set that time aside to create your posts. Tip number 4 out of 7. And remember, I have a gift for you at the end. Stay tuned. Tip number 4 is collect your images and your video regularly and store it in a place where you can access it easily. So for myself, I use Dropbox. So I will take photos throughout the week and or find them on Adobe Stock or on Unsplash, some stock photos, and I throw them all into my Dropbox folder. That way, when my Monday morning comes around at 6 a.m. and I haven't had my coffee yet and my hair is a mess, I can find all those photos really quickly and use them. They're not like, in my phone, 5 pages back, scroll, because that can be a time waste too. So collect your images and video throughout the week and store them in a place that is easily accessible. Tip number 5, I love this one, let go of perfection. I have done it for sure. I've spent like an hour creating the perfect social media post. If you're making a post a day on each platform and each post takes an hour for you to create, oh my goodness, that is a lot of time. So let go of perfection. Each post should be taking 10 minutes 15 maybe, if it's a standard image post with a good caption. Longer if it's a really important post, but a social media post should be taking you about 10-15 minutes, honestly. Let go of perfection. Get it done, get it out there, yeah, and be creative with it. Sometimes our most creative is also when we're just working quickly and in the zone, right? Tip number 6 out of 7. And say hello if you're here. I see there's a few people on now. Hello, hello. Tip number 6 out of 7, time block for engagement. So if you're logging on to your social media platforms where you are being visible, which you should be doing this. So when you log on to Instagram and you start to engage in your community, follow some people, like their posts, comment, create some conversations, time block that and set your alarm. Do it for 10-20 minutes and then get out, because it can be a time sucking that can, you can be in there for an hour or more. So you should be engaging in your social media platforms where you're being visible, but put some parameters around it. Get in, do it, and get out. Don't get distracted by some article and get lost in the comments on Facebook. You know what I mean. And my last tip number 7, thanks for staying tuned through the end. Get my checklist. If you don't already have my social media manager's checklist, I'm going to put a link in the comments below. If you're watching live, it's not there yet, but stay tuned and I'll put it there in a moment. And you can download that checklist, and a lot of these tips are built into that checklist. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, please post them below and I'll circle back around and get back to them. Thanks so much. Have a great day.